What's that like for you to mentor so many girls? One of the best gifts you ever gave me was spending time with me. Not only being my friend, but sometimes telling me the truth and kind of being over me, and sometimes coming at my level. I learned from you, and you really touched me in a really spectacular way, where you entered my world and you weren't afraid to be like, I'm an adult. I mean, I met you when I was 15. I mean, I knew since I was little, but enter my world, enter my pain, and really be there for me. What's that like for you to mentor so many girls?
My husband and I were actually at our counselor's office, and in the counseling office, something came up about me mentoring girls, and I got emotional, and I started crying, and I said, every time I mentor a girl, it's healing for me. And she looked at me and she was like, why is that, Tracy? And I said, because when I was your age, for whatever reason, I didn't feel like there was anybody I could talk to. I didn't feel, and I did have secrets, and I had things I did that I was ashamed of. And I know that if I'd had a safe person, I still would have made some of those bad choices, but I think there's some that I wouldn't have, and things that caused me a lot of pain. And so I love being involved in girls' lives, and number one, just being a safe place where they don't feel judged.
Yeah.
And even if they're in process and they're not even necessarily wanting to change,
yeah, that
they have a safe place to be known and not be lonely.
Mm-hmm.
But the second thing I like is that I love the definition of love that says love protects. And there's love is patient, love is kind, but love protects. And I feel like for me, there's something inside of me, I don't know what it is, where I love to protect.
Yeah.
And so well,
because teenagers don't protect themselves.
No.
Sometimes 20-year-olds don't.
No, right. And so if I can possibly say something without judgment that can get them to not make choices that can later cause them pain, if I could be a part of that process, I am all in with that. One of my favorite things to tell girls, like let's say they're in an abusive relationship with a guy who's treating her like crap.
Sure.
I love to look at a girl and a girl tell me something that's been said to her, and I love to look at her and go, that is not okay.
Right.
And I want, what thrills me is when she starts to go, yeah, that's not okay.
Yeah.
That's not what I want. And I'm like, dang. Like, it's like touchdown for me.